everyone, I'm Jordan with Citywide Mortgage Services, your personal mortgage planner. I hope you guys are doing great. Today I wanted to speak to you about what's going on with mortgage deferrals. They're getting harder to come by, and you might be having to have a think about what you're going to do once they end. I also want to bring up alternative lending as an option for you at this time. There certainly could be some buyers that might require alternative lending. So I'll tell you a little bit about that, and then a quick market forecast update. Who is right? Well, we're gonna kind of look at what that's all about as well. Okay, so let's start with mortgage deferrals. They are tightening up and they're going to be harder to get moving forward. We have 760,000 Canadians who deferred their mortgage payments during COVID, but it looks like it's coming to an end. If you got a deferral prior to September 1st, you were eligible for up to 6 months of deferral. After September 1st, that goes down to 3 months. Lenders, on the other hand, are actually saying that they're seeing deferrals drop, and they do expect that the vast majority of borrowers will be able to return to their regularly scheduled payments. Now, we've been hearing that swirl around a lot, especially here in the Lower Mainland. Are people taking on these deferrals because they need them or because they just want to have a little bit of an extra cushion due to uncertainty during these financial times? You may have heard it as the Deferral Cliff, and it definitely does raise some concerns about what's going to happen once government assistance and the deferrals do end. If you were counting on extending your deferral, I wouldn't necessarily count on that now. So it might be a time when you have to really look at how you're going to manage your payments moving forward. It might mean that you have to look for a new source of income, or potentially even selling your home, even though nobody wants to have to do that. But the truth is if you miss even one mortgage payment, it will go on your credit bureau. It's going to stay there for 7 years, and it's going to make getting a mortgage in the future very, very difficult. So this might be a time where alternative lending or an alternative lender might be an option for you. So if you've had uninterrupted income or self-employed income during this time, maybe you've taken on some more debt, or your credit has been bruised as a result of COVID, an alternative lender might be a really good option for you. Now, I don't want you to mistake alternative lender with private lender. They are very reputable. They are federally regulated, just like the banks, and they use slightly different guidelines and debt servicing ratios to help those people out who need a short-term solution for now, and then our intent is to get you back into traditional financing within the next couple of years. They also have competitive rates. We use the stress test as well, so it's not as if we are putting you in a mortgage payment that you just cannot afford. Finally, a quick market update. Is the gloomy forecast by CMHC going to be a reality? Well, according to the CEOs of both Royal LePage and Sotheby's, they don't think so. They admit it's not going to be a great year, but it's certainly not going to be as dismal as CMHC is suggesting. And the reason for this is that house prices are driven by supply and demand. And certainly here in Metro Vancouver, we have an issue with limited supply. And then add to that we have historically low interest rates. We have pent-up demand from the past 2 years, really. Vancouver is being highlighted as a global destination for expats, so we certainly might see some immigration. And just the trend of moving to the burbs. You know, now that we can kind of work remotely, we're definitely seeing people move away and move into different types of homes. So I'd like to close by saying, if you need a mortgage, or if you know of a family member or a friend that could use my help and who needs honest, professional, and expert advice, I want to be your mortgage professional and would love to do your mortgage. So call me today. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for watching this 6-minute video. Oh my goodness, lots to cover today. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you here next week.